Hey, fellow architects, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to talk about the Conspirator. I actually had to check on YouTube to find out which one was the correct pronunciation for it, since Conspirator made sense to me too, kinda, but it's Conspirator, so Conspirator it is. She's not only tricky to pronounce, she's also very tricky to use. And actually, I don't think it would come as a surprise to anybody who's been playing the game at 3p or 4p a lot. She's by far, in my opinion, the worst one among the base game apprentices. The reasons are many. Well, let's just start talking about this particular game. In this particular game, I've been trounced. I think Kaylin won with like 57 points, and I ended up with something like 31 points. Why is that? Well, we've already been talking in another video about the math behind jeweler and how to recover the cost of jeweler. You should probably hit the silversmith 7 times. So that's already a lot, but you can make it work by going to the black market. But with the conspirator, you actually have to hit the town center 7 times. And the town center, at least in 4p, and probably still in 3p, it's not an amazing spot to hit 7 times because with the silversmith you can hit it 7 times and then you're done. But if you want to hit the town center 7 times, you should probably add another 3 action to deliver the guys you captured to the guardhouse. So that's already 10 actions out of the 30 action game, which is the average length of a game on BGA right now. So that's 1/3 of your action just to hamper the other guy. It's true that you're going to prolong the game probably just by capturing 7 times. So probably you should add something like 4 or 5 turns in total to the overall game. So something like 35-ish action games would be all right, but still that's 10 action out of it. And you also need to find a way to use those coins, which generates another problem. The easiest way, you already know that, to use coins other than hiring apprentices, which is good as a start, but it becomes less good later on, is going to the black market. But with the black market, once you get to 3 reputation or less, 3 virtue or less, you have another discount on taxes, which means that the first guy that you place on the town center each and every time, it's discounted by 1. So it means that if you capture back your guys, which is another whole problem in 4p, you are not always saving 1 coin because the first action on the town center is going to be discounted only by the tax discount. It's basically as your conspirator doesn't work. So the math is actually a bit different. All in all, it makes it very hard to play with a conspirator, at least again in 4p and 3p games. I don't know enough about 2p games. In this game I got trounced because I had both the jeweler and the conspirator, which means that I should spend something like 15 actions, probably 16 or 17, among the guardhouse, the silversmith and the town center, and I wouldn't have enough coins. I would have too many coins actually to do anything in the game. I don't have enough time to spend it on other stuff. Maybe if I could get the debt collectors, maybe this game could be saved a bit, but that's another 2 actions that are wasted plus 8 coins. The conspirator is just not good. I'm talking about this particular game to put things into perspective. The conspirator needs too many actions. Capturing is not that good by itself, and the value that you got out of her is not great either. The other big problem with the town center in 4p, and again, if you played it a bit, you should already know about it, is that you cannot capture yourself while capturing guys from another spot. So what happens a lot in 3p is that at some point you reach like 4 guys on the town center, you cannot capture enough groups, so you just capture 2 groups from a single place, trying to capture something like 8 guys, and then you also capture back your own guys from the town center. In 4p, you can't. What you can do is capture your men from the town center plus other guys on the town center, but the town center is not a very popular spot in 4p anyway. it's not the most popular spot in any kind of game, as much as I know about it, but it's for sure not a good one in 4 players. So this big problem of being able to capture only from one single spot makes it already very tricky. And the discount of 1 coin is again very little value. All these other guys are better. Just 1 stone each time that you hit the quarry is actually very good. Is double the value of a single coin. It's not exactly that. It's more valuable. It's probably around 50% more valuable than a single coin, I would say. So the conspirator already gives you not enough value. It gives you value only if you hit an action which is already probably the worst one on the whole board in 4P. And these two are already very, very, very big reasons. But there is a third one, and the third one is that coins are not incredible in this game after the early game. Like again, you should use them on the black market and on flipping debts, but the games are quite fast. Yeah, you could say that capturing meeples, will make the game go longer, which is alright. So that's why the conspirator might work well along with debt collectors. She actually works pretty well with debt collectors, if I have to be honest with you, but it doesn't work really well with pretty much anything else. Because again, flipping debts by itself is not a great action if you don't have debt collectors. And yeah, hitting the black market is alright, but it's way better to go to the silversmith and do that instead. So you also remember that going evil, you also need buildings that give you a lot of value for marble normally, because you're going to end up with quite a bit of marble if you're going evil, and you don't have enough actions to hit the guild hall for small buildings. So all in all, you have a very restrictive gameplay if you try to use the conspirator and make her worth. So I would say that on your average game, you should just ignore her. I tried her a few times and I failed pretty much every time. I bet that somebody might show up in the comments saying that they had a good game with the conspirator, but overall, she's just not good. I think you're better just not picking her unless you really want to try to understand her better. But I mean, do it already knowing that you might lose and you might lose hard. So that's it. I mean, having every game needs a Cinderella, so I guess the conspirator is the Cinderella of this particular game. All right. See you next time. Mario's out. Bye bye.